It says it's going. I don't know that it is, so I'm going to use my laptop as well. All right. Well, I don't know if it's working or not, so I'm just going to... I don't even know what people see right now. I want people to be on this. 1, 2. No. Oh. Can I undo me? What is going on? Oh, I see. And then I can move me up into this corner. I don't know about this. And I don't know if it's working. It says that it's streaming, but I don't know if it is. All right. So I could be just talking to myself like I'm going live anyway. I am making a video for Algebra 2, and it will be the how you do the... They're going to be in a different order than how you did them. Oh, I wonder if there's a way for that to come up. Oh, goodness. I bet there is. I wonder if I can add... I'm going to not figure that out right now. Okay. So I'm going to do... Oh, my gosh. I don't know. It says I've been live for a minute, but I don't know if I really am or not. Okay, so lesson 1 through 4 is for, again, this is Algebra 2, and it is the unit circle. It includes reference angles, and all right, I don't know about you guys, but I've had some technical difficulties with my Chromebook, so I'm gonna also use my laptop or not. What is going on? Hello. Yeah, so I feel like we just have to be patient with some of the logistics. I'm pretty excited that I got myself in that corner. All right, so there were 20 questions, and I'm gonna go, I wish I could also have my laptop being shown, but it's okay. All right, so the first question was, I'm gonna shuffle these. Okay, seriously. For now, you can enjoy the snoring dog. That is, he's in the sun right now, but okay. Negative angles are measured in which direction from standard position? So negative angles will always go clockwise. I got it. Sweet. What is positive in quadrant 4? So in quadrant 4, sorry about the sun, but I'm not going to complain that the sun's out today. In quadrant 1, sine, cosine, and tangent are all positive. In quadrant 2, sine is positive, cosine's negative, tangent's negative. In quadrant 3, sine and cosine are both negative, and tangent's positive. And in quadrant 4, sine's negative, cosine's positive, tangent is negative. So I would remember that as all students take calculus or chemistry, whatever works for you. And all right, next question. So what's positive in quadrant 4? That would be tangent. And I flip it. I don't know if you guys have the option to make this. Oh yeah, the answer wasn't tangent, it was cosine, which I just said. Okay, I need to do one question at a time here. Oh wait, I think I'm live. Now how would I be able to see where comments go? I think I could, I don't know. There is a way, oh wait, live chat. Learn more. I don't want to learn more. Oh, Mrs. Smith, right here is where the chats go. Okay. All right, so I sent this to my parents, and I don't know if they're watching, but if they are watching, they could say something so that I could see. But I don't want, why are you seeing me? I don't want people to see me. Make that go away. Previews should be over here, so nobody wants to see me, right? I don't know what's going on. I'm afraid to turn anything off. All right, how do I know if people are seeing what I want them to see? It says preview, so I thought this is what people would see, but oh goodness. Live chatting. Welcome to live chat. Okay, learn more. I don't really want to learn more. I just want it to be there. Guard your privacy. Okay. All right. Well, I'm just going to continue on. I don't know what's happening, but all right. So one more time, and I will erase this. So the way that trig functions go, all students take calculus or chemistry if you prefer. So in quadrant 2, sine's positive, cosine and tangent are negative. In quadrant 3, sine and cosine are negative, tangent's positive. And in quadrant 4, which was what this question was, cosine is positive, sine and tangent are negative. Find a coterminal angle to 45. Okay, so coterminal means if we drew a 45-degree angle, here it is, that means that we could have gone the other way, which would make it a negative. So we could do 45 minus 360, and that would be a negative 315. We could also add 360, and that would make that 405. And you could just keep adding and subtracting 360. Why am I seeing me? I don't know what's going on. Oh, I turned my sound off. I don't really want to see my sound. Okay. I don't really know what's going on, but okay. So 405 was the answer to that one. I don't know if you guys are able to see your answers. So if you were able to get on your quizzes and your answers, that would be good. I don't, but I think they're in a different order. But again, we're going to figure some of these things out sort of as we go. All right. In what quadrant is negative 285? So when you are looking at the coordinate plane, so if we're going negative, that means we're going to go clockwise. So negative 90, negative 180. So negative 270 is the positive y-axis. So we still have to go another like 15 degrees. So if you wanted to, like if you don't like the negatives, you could add 360 to that. And that looks like maybe 75, but I'm going to use my calculator because it's been a rough few days. So I'm going to do negative 285 plus 360, and that would be a 75, right? So if you were just looking at the angle and they didn't tell you which way, so again, negative 285 means I went clockwise, and then a 75 would mean that I went counterclockwise. And that is in quadrant 1. I don't need review, but thank you. All right. If a point lies on the unit circle in the first quadrant, so point A, so here's my unit circle, point A, and X is 2/9. So what they want you to use on this one is the rule that the unit circle equation is x squared plus y squared equals 1. And then if I know that, oh my goodness, there's too many things. So if I know that x is 2/9, so we're going to square that, plus y squared equals 1. So that's going to be a 4/81 plus y squared equals 1. So we're going to minus that from both sides. That's going to give us 77/81. And then we're going to square root that. So anytime we take a square root, we're going to get plus or minus. This will be the square root of 77/9. We are in quadrant 1, which means the answer that we want is the positive, because quadrant 1, the y values are positive. Flipping. I don't really know what's happening, but it's all right. Why is this still not showing? Like, all right, I'm confused. What is this over here? Welcome to the show. I want that over there. Oh, what? All right. Oh no. Nope. I want this one. Oh my gosh. cracking up. Oh, wait, do I switch this? No, what is going on? I don't know what I'm doing. The preview looks different than what I see on my, I just want this. No, not that. Make that go away. What is this sources going, outputs? I feel like this, I need to go over there. Okay, so now I'm just gonna talk through all of this. I'm gonna hold this up then. Here's my alternative. Okay. I can figure it out. Okay, so here's what you would do on that. All right. I really don't know what's happening, but I will not give up. All right, so for now I'm going to use my whiteboard and just hold it up, and then I will figure out, I will bug Miss Hunt later to see about that. All right. Ooh, I got it right. Yes. So now we have, what is the reference angle for a minus 110? So the first thing you want to do is you want to graph that negative 110. So negative is going to go counterclockwise, nope, clockwise. And that's going to be in quadrant 3. Our reference angle is this one. So we're going to do 180 minus 110. And our reference angle would be 70. So the reference angle will always be positive, and it has to be acute. All right, next is, what are the negative and positive coterminal angles of negative 225? So the easiest way to do a coterminal angle will be to do add 360. And that is, oh good, I think it's 135. But I'm gonna check just because. Oh my gosh, my dog is snoring. I don't know if you hear him. And that is 135. And we're going to do negative 225, and we're going to minus 360, and that would be a minus 585. Hooray. Ooh, I got another one right. Okay. What is the cosine of a negative pi over 3? All right, so here's where a couple things you can do. Your calculator has a radian option. So if you, this is, as soon as you see that pi, that's what tells you that's in radians. And it tells you in the question it was radians. Sorry, my bad. So if you are in, I want this to be on there. I'm gonna lose my mind. I am, all right, I don't know what that is. So if you want to make it into, so you could put your calculator into, oh my gosh, I'm like losing my mind here. Put it into radians, and you could do the cosine, and you would just plug in the cosine of negative pi divided by 3. And you would hit enter, and it will tell you the answer is 1/2. Well, hooray. 1/2. If you're like, no way, I don't like radians, I want that to be a degree. So pi over 3, we would multiply that by 180 over pi. So really, this is doing the cosine of a minus 60. So you could get your unit circle. If your calculator is in degrees, you would do the cosine of, cosine of minus 60, and also 1/2. So a couple things about that. Negative 60 is over here in quadrant 4, so you know the cosine has to be positive. We don't ever do anything where you're not going to get to use your calculator, so you could just type it into your calculator. We'll get into some of those other decimal equivalents that you would need to know. But 1/2, did I get it right? I got it right, yes. What is the radius of the unit circle? 1. Positive angles are measured in what direction? Counterclockwise. What is the reference angle for 240? So 240 degrees is going to go, so we go 180, we got to go a little bit more to 240. The reference angle is always going to be this angle right here. So we're going to take 240 and minus 180. That makes our reference angle 60 degrees. Flip. Got it. All right, negative 500. I'm super annoyed that I can't figure out how to flip this. Like, why is it not? Ah. All right, well, I'll keep practicing. It's my first time. No, that's not true. Yesterday, I think it worked. No, I don't understand, but it's okay. I feel like you can't see what I see, but I feel like maybe I need to get rid of these. What's this? Wait. I don't know what's going on. I want this one. Oh. And then I click on it again. Nope. Where did I? Oh, well, hello. No, I want to switch that. Switch your, okay. But that's still not, okay, I can't. So minus 500, where's that going to go? All right, well, a couple of things. I would take this and I would add 360 to that because I don't want to have to keep going around. So minus 500 plus 360, that's going to be a minus 140. So really what happens is we're going to go clockwise. We would go clockwise all the way around, but then we still have to go another 140. So really this right here is 140. We want to find out what this angle is. I call it little alpha there. So we're going to do 180 minus 140. And that would be a reference angle of 40. Oh, and it's in quadrant number 3. I didn't answer the right question, sorry. Standard position is when? Standard position means that your angle here always starts on the positive x-axis. So this is your initial ray. And then the terminal one is where it ends up. Got it. What quadrant is 2 pi over 3? So if you do not like radians, it's a little early in this unit to decide that. You could turn that 2 pi over 3 into a degree by multiplying by 180 over pi. So we're going to cancel that out. 3 goes into 180 60 times. So that's going to be 120 degrees. So 120 degrees is going to go counterclockwise. And then we are in quadrant 2. If you want to do things and leave them in radians, so 90 degrees is pi over 2. So pi over 2, let me erase some of this stuff. Oh my gosh, what a train wreck I am. All right, so pi over 2 would go here. Pi is over here. And then we'd have 3 pi over 2. If you're going to do it this way, you have to feel pretty confident about fractions. So we're trying to find 2 pi over 3. So where would 2 pi over 3 compare to pi over 2? Well, 2 pi over 3 is really 4 pi over 6. Pi over 2 is 3 pi over 6. And then pi is 6 pi over 6. So you know that 4 pi over 6 has to be in between. So it would be in quadrant 2. But again, if you don't like that, you can absolutely turn it into degrees and go from there. Okay, I don't know what's going on right now. All right, now, the joy of learning technology and learning as you go. So I really don't know why, like, okay, you can't see what I see, but I have one screen that has what I want it to look like, which is me in the corner, and then what is down here, my calculator. And then what's over here is not that. How do I make it go? And there's this like switching button. Preview to live. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I have no idea what I just pushed, but oh, okay. Woohoo! Wow. I also don't think anyone's watching, but I had to turn off my phone so that I could do it. Oh my Lord. Like, how would I even know? Maybe it's not even recording. Oh yeah. It says it's going live, so we'll see. All right, next, which of the following is the equation of a circle with a radius of 1? Okay, that is our x squared. I am so excited right now. Plus y squared equals 1. Woo, woo. Got it. All right, now we want the negative and positive coterminal. Again, coterminal means we want to add 360, so 600, and we want a minus 360, and that would be a minus 120. Got it. What quadrant is negative 570? Negative 570. All right, again, I would add 360 to that. And I think, I'm just going to, it's, all right, so we get a minus 210. So minus 210. And then again, if you don't like the negatives, add 360 one more time. A-okay with that. That's going to be 150. So again, the question wants to know what quadrant we're in. So if you went negative 210, you're going to go clockwise. You'll end up in quadrant 2. If you don't like negatives and you went 150, you'd be going counterclockwise, still in quadrant 2. So it won't matter. It's just a preference to what you would like on that. Got it. What is 2 pi over 3 radians in degrees? Okay, 2 pi over 3. If we want to turn a radian into degree, we multiply it by 180 over pi. So the pi's cancel out. You could plug it in your calculator that way and just type in 2 pi times 180 over 3 pi. But the pi's cancel out because pi divided by pi is just 1. And then we would get 3 goes, I think we just did this one, 120. 120. Yes, got it. What is the reference angle for 215? All right, so 215 means we're going to, all right, so 215 is our angle. We want to go counterclockwise. That puts us into quadrant 3. So we would take our 215 and minus 180. And that looks like 35 degrees because it's this little angle right here. Yes. All right, last question. Coterminal to 150. All right, so 150, again, if you don't really have to graph it, but you could. So 150, we want to add 360. So if our 150 would be like over here. So we could take, angles are really rays that get rotated. So if we took this ray and we went a whole rotation around, we would get to that 510. So that would be like if we kept going in that direction. Or we could subtract 360, and that would give us that -1. So we would do 150 minus 360, and that would be a minus 210, which would mean I start over here at my initial ray on the positive x-axis, and I would go, clockwise, 210. All right, so I think that was all the questions, and yep, we got that one right. If you have other questions and that you would like to see, let me know. I'm gonna try this again. I'm just sort of figuring out how to use this Switcher Studio thing, so I like it. I just have to figure some things out. But again, that's sort of what we're doing right now. So if you have any questions, I'm gonna post what's coming next today, so that if you want to get started. I don't think it would be a terrible idea for you to take a break. Unless you took a break for like the last 4 days, then maybe don't continue to be on a break. But if you've been doing work, because I know a lot of you have been, I would definitely suggest that you take a break. It looks kind of nice outside, so I'm gonna maybe head out and do a little bit of yard work. If it's not too windy, I want to have a fire maybe. But again, this is going to be sort of a work in progress. It's possible that I don't know where this will go when I'm done, but we'll see. And yeah, I am really interested in your feedback on how things are going. And I don't know if I really need my glasses. But anyway, Yeah, any questions, let me know. I don't know how to check if anyone's watching, but again, work in progress. Bear with me. And miss you guys, and we'll see you soon.